sin make me the patient I have today, and I'm standing here before you. So it's a privilege that I can share what I have achieved with you. Yeah, so starting an online business is actually very simple. Like my colleague said, there is no right time to start. Now is the right time. So you need to understand, and also you can do it at the comfort of your home. You don't have to have a degree, you don't need an office, you don't need lots of things. Zikomo is here to provide us with all the necessary tools we need for the online venture, and I'm here to guide you through the process of starting up, importing, from mini importing to max or large quantities of products. Yeah, so what is importing? So I'll keep it simple. So importing is a process of buying goods outside and importing them into your country. And there's a process to that. So the simplest process is, one, you need to understand about the platform or the tools you have to use. So number one is you have devices like phones, you have laptops, you can use those. And then number two is, what are you going to use for you to start buying? So there are apps that help you to get to your suppliers without you traveling. You get the same results. So here we are here to learn how to go about it so that we avoid all the challenges that have been faced with other people's, like getting scammed or getting low quality products. So those are the things that I'll talk about here. So you need platforms like Alibaba, AliExpress, eBay, Amazon, just to mention a few. And then you also need shipping agents. So shipping agents or carriers, these are people who help you ship goods from out overseas to here in Zambia. So we all know, like here in Zambia, we have a very limited system in terms of shipping. But with these shipping carriers, they come in so they can help us with the challenge of traveling all the way to USA just to buy items. But they chip in, they give you their services, which I'll talk about, and then you can receive your items in no time. So that's another advantage. And then you are planning to buy online. There is a vast variety of payment methods you can use. And the prominent one being Visa card, or it can be accepted anywhere in the world. There is also PayPal, there is also MasterCard, there is also Alipay, just to mention a few. And then, so those are the things you need. I mentioned first you need a platform to buy from, like an app, and then you need a shipping company, and then you also need a payment method. So with these three things, it gives you leverage to now take the next step of importing. So before you even start importing, first you have to understand what is the thing that you love the most. Because many people go into importing because they are seeing others making profit. And you don't understand like how long they've been in the business and what are some of the sacrifices or challenges they faced. And then you try copy and paste their idea, which lands a lot of people in losing a lot of money because they don't know the whereabouts of the business they are doing. So the first thing is you need to understand yourself. What is your passion? What is something that you can persevere through all the challenges until you make it? Do you have the capacity to withstand? Because in online business, honestly, I'll tell you, it's not easy. But at the same time, it's very rewarding when you're doing the right way. So for you to start, you need to have the passion and you need to have the perseverance to go through the challenges. And then you also need to see the need. What is the need? And the need should be something that is connected to you. For example, myself, I'm into electronics and something related to gadgets. So that's my need. And I know how to buy and sell them efficiently without much hassle. So for the longest time I've been in this business, I've come across a lot of people. I have classes with a lot of people. And from their experience, using my own experience, I find that regardless of the accessories, and I'm going to do machinery, we are going to go through the same process but different business. And this helps us to have, because we have a wide range of variety, so we are not limited to what we can get. And we have China as our number one importing country where we get most of our things. So for business, I'll stick mainly to China. And then we have things like our personal things you want to for personal use. So for personal use, you can use eBay or Amazon because of the quality control and also their reputation of giving good products. But at the same time, you as a business and an entrepreneur, you are looking for a brand. You want to be known for something. You want to be known to provide good services or good quality products. So now, today, I'm going to teach you how to find the right suppliers and how to make sure that you are getting the right goods and good quality. Yeah, so I'll first talk about China. So in China, we have a lot of apps that helps us to import products. So one of the leading apps is Alibaba. I'm sure we've all come across Alibaba, right? And we also have AliExpress. And we have Pinduoduo, we have 1688. So all these apps fall under one company, which is Ali Group of Company. They are all under Alibaba. And Alibaba helps you to find the right suppliers. And before I go further, disclaimer is not everything is cheap. The reason is because quality matters. So when you see something very cheap, there is a catch. There is probably maybe quality is compromised. So hold on to their money for at least 3 months. So that they wait, if you are either using sea or air shipment, they will able to you'll be able to give a review afterwards, and that's the only time they can release that money. In case of anything, any compromise, Alibaba is at liberty to refund you their money for as long as you have an agreement with the buyer or with the seller, and you are able to return the product. That's it. But to avoid those things, just make sure that you have the right information so that you don't waste much time. So, trade assurance, verified supplier, and the third thing is reviews. So all the sellers on Alibaba have got reviews from past customers they had. So when you check their reviews, every supplier will have his or her own reviews based on what they're supplying. So if they're supplying good products, you will usually see good reviews. But if you are supplying bad or counterfeit products, you will find that the supplier will have bad reviews. And that will give you an overview of what the supplier is all about. Because if you have bad ratings, like here they have ratings of up to 5. So anything 4.5 going up is okay, giving out the reviews. So that will give you an understanding, and you will have the confidence in the supplier as you are searching for products. Because as you just search for one product, you have like 1,000 results from different suppliers. So as you are going through all the suppliers, these are the steps you need to take to make sure that you understand very well what the suppliers are selling and how they have been operating. And then the other thing you need to see is also the years they've spent on Alibaba as a supplier. So anything two years going up is okay, because you find that others can be just months or 1 year. So they don't have the experience on Alibaba. You may not understand how they do their business. But anything 2 years going up, it means they have the experience and they have the know-how. So even when you are trading with them, you will have confidence because you see, like, for example, this one is over 6 years. So you can see 6 years is a long time to be on the platform. And it's a long time to understand the art of exporting as a supplier. So they are trusted suppliers. So that's another thing. So after this, you've checked all this, and then you find a supplier who checks all your boxes. What's the next step? So right now you can see we have chat now, add to cart. So you need to start a conversation. On Alibaba, you cannot buy, like for example, on eBay, I can blindly buy something because I've seen the photos, I've read the description, I've done my research. But on Alibaba, it's very, very important to chat with suppliers because they will now give you an insight to what they are selling. So you have to click on chat now. You can either send an inquiry or chat. So same thing. And most of the suppliers are actually very quick when it comes to responding. And then you start chatting. So when you are chatting with suppliers, there are things that you must pay attention to. And one of the things is you need to ask the right questions. Because if you don't understand how, can you provide me, let's say their MOQ is 100, I'm looking for 10 pieces. Can you give me 10 pieces for sample? If I like the product, I'll buy more. And then in that case, because you are willing to pay just there and then, they will usually chip in to give you that 10 products, regardless of how high their MOQ is. So that's just one way. So asking for MOQ will give you an understanding of how the supplier usually will deal. And then number two is ask for actual photos. Because when you look at all the products here, they are photoshopped. So there's no way you can understand if it's okay or not, especially if you're dealing into clothing and all that makeup and other things. Those you can tell when they send you videos because you are dealing in them and you're seeing the products every day. So you can tell this product is okay, this is not okay. So asking for photos and video evidence for the actual photos will give you an insight of what they are providing or what they are selling. So the supplier should provide you these things. And then this platform, because of its its reach, it's very wide, and they will usually have a lot of customers, but at the same time, they are not limited to discounts. You can always negotiate the price, and they are always willing to give you a discount. But that's only when you're buying usually many items. But on most occasions, when you ask for a discount, they will usually give you a discount. And then, so after that, you will need now a shipping agent. So because you are chatting, right, and then you've gotten all the information you needed, they will ask you for a shipping agent. Usually they will say forwarding agent. Do you have a forwarding agent? So that's where now a third-party shipping company comes in. So I'll talk about the shipping company so that we move step by step. So the most trusted shipping company that I use from China is FY Cargo. And there are many others like my boat, and your carrier also has to process your parcel and then package it for shipping. And then that will also take a few days more. But the only time you can start calculating is when the item is shipped, and you can now start calculating one day, like today. This is okay. Our friends are already referring the but you have to start calculating from the day it has been shipped. So this is my latest order. So let's check for something that was delivered. So that was air, and then for sea shipping, this is how it goes. Also, same procedure. but the only difference will be when it arrives at the port. So for sea shipping, it usually will pass through Dar es Salaam and then to Zambia.
So everything has been explained. But I'm just a bit lost because this is my first ever Zikomo seminar I'm attending. So I am a bit confused. I have done the ordering on my own, on my phone. Everything is coming. I will receive it. Where does Zikomo come in? Is it in anywhere a middleman in all of this, or is just a learning platform for people like me to learn about how to sell and buy stuff online?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So the Zikomo is an online platform, and I believe someone will come and talk to us in details what Zikomo is all about. But why Zikomo is here is because this is your gateway to sell here in Zambia. So all the products you've bought, you can list them on Zikomo and buy and sell in here in Zambia. Yeah, so that's where Zikomo is. So right now we are learning about the importing part of this seminar. And then after that, there will be a part for Zikomo where now you have to understand what do you do with the products you are importing, right? You need a platform to sell, or you need either a physical store, but Zikomo is offering an online store where you can add in your products and then you can sell to other people here in Zambia. So that's the link between what I'm doing and Zikomo. Yeah? Because you will receive through the port, and then from here, let me see if I can give you a complete one. Okay, so we're arrived at port. Then next you see leaving the port in transition to border, and then there will be custom clearance proceedings. Then custom clearance was completed in transit to Lusaka warehouse.
India, US, UK, they are manufacturing their own products, which makes it slightly easier for the businessmen there to get the products from them and sell. So it's a very big component for us to guide our people, our entrepreneurs in Zambia to give them a way, to show them a way on how we can import the products, and then we can have a platform to sell, because of course the rentals are expensive. Selling online does have its own advantage. Yeah. So we are not advertising FY Cargo. You may use whichever shipping companies that are available. I'm sure you must have had a poor experience with FY Cargo, or you must have had good experiences with other shipping companies. We are not advertising any company. Mr. Mishik has been using FY Cargo, and that's why he's showing you what he's been doing and how he's ordered. And talking about Alibaba, of course, not only Zambia but everywhere around the world, even